It's whatever.
Hey, Picks Parlay family, welcome to Shootin Hoops with Lenny and Tim. I'm your host, Detroit Lenny. That's your other host over there, Tim Earl from Earl Sports Bets. Tim, how we doing? I know we were talking behind stage, a little rocky start, but there's some time left and some stuff.
Hold on, let me see if I can have a background. Let's see. Do I have this picture? Maybe. Ooh, hold on.
Oh, maybe?
Let's see. Let's
What?
see. Let's see. Is this the right one? Yes. Flaming dumpster. um.
I'm gonna do.
Yep. That's it. Yep. Yep. That's y'all. I don't know how else to explain the night. I have the over in Pacers game, and that one's like 15, 16 points under the total. I live lined. I have the Thunder plus 7.5. They're down 14, and it's not even halftime yet. My college basketball. Hopefully, this Alabama game stays under, and I can start the night 2-6. No, it's been a dog shit night, to be completely honest, but we'll see how it goes.
It happens. I mean, let me ask you this before we get into live looks and stuff like that. Do you think it's the All Star break? Are you just is it? I mean, I'm not saying it's you, but I know how I am. Like I get like sometimes I'm just like, man, I need a break from this sport, this particular like even like 24-hour break. But
Mm-hmm.
so do you think it's like you being like the
Uh,
NBA beating you down, or is it just the All Star break, which is
it's
kind of
not
one of the
really
things?
NBA. NBA has been okay lately. It's been up
Okay.
and down, but I mean, it feels like each day it's either I have a outstanding, I'm going 11-6 like I did yesterday, having a really good day, or it's this where I'm freaking hopefully 2-6 to start college basketball, and I'm hoping to get a couple wins in the NBA. I will
Okay.
say my only hockey bet is looking good, which is the Carolina Hurricanes, but I really I haven't nothing's been working out right now.
So that's the day you're having. Your hockey bet's doing great. Your NBA sucks. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
that,
I
that
mean,
sounds
it
about right.
happens. I mean, we call those just bad days. It happens. So, talking about the NBA and All Star, though, I want to talk about this real quick. Because me personally, I know you kind of mentioned this too as well. Like we use the whole term tread lightly.
Hmm.
At like say beginning of the season and stuff like that. Do you have that same philosophy going into the All Star break? Maybe some teams with some veteran players sitting some people just to give them a couple extra days off because I mean today's Wednesday the 16th. After tomorrow, they're off for almost all week. We were talking about
Yeah,
there's no more NBA till the following Thursday. So next week we will not probably be here because
no,
I mean no, we're here every Wednesday night 9 o'clock Eastern time talking all things NBA shooting hoops. But next Wednesday there's really nothing to recap.
nope.
We're not even. I'm not even gonna watch the All Star game to be honest with you.
I probably
Maybe
won't either.
but it's never.
It's the
It's not.
stupidest
It's
All Star game.
uneventful. It's very uneventful.
It's a
So
3-point contest and slam dunks and alley oops
I
and
will watch the skills competition. I will watch that because the slam dunk contest is nowhere near what it used to be. Don't get me wrong, but the 3-point competition, I like that stuff. So I'll probably watch that. But like if I remember it's on, I'm not going out of my way to watch it.
that's fair. That's fair. I
You
wouldn't
know.
either.
But what are your expectations going into this All Star break? What do you kind of expect teams to do? Maybe tonight, tomorrow.
I mean,
Um,
considering that we've got what 3 games that haven't. Well, 3 games. One game's about to start. 2 games that haven't started, and we got 5 games tomorrow. I'm just playing it as I'm going through the injury reports, looking through that stuff, seeing who's in, who's not, um, watching game time decision, make sure you know all your injury reports and everything. Shameless plug,
that's true.
but no,
That's true.
and just trying to work it from there, try to look at some trends. But I'm not really changing my approach going into the All Star break. Coming out of the All Star break, we'll see. I feel like
Right.
you're going to get a lot of overs when it comes to the All Star break because they're not going to lose the ability to shoot and to make baskets, but they might not play as much defense when they get back. When they get a little bit rusty playing defense and stuff, so more
So you're
fouls and
talking
stuff
about
like
when they
that.
come back from the All
When they
Star game?
come back from the All Star game,
So
might
okay.
might try to look towards that. Um,
You're not worried
But
about, I don't want to call it rust because it's only a week, 6 days they're off or something like that. I don't want to call it rust. But, like, I know for me in the NHL, we've seen after the NHL break, some teams come back a little flat. And I know it's two different sports and all that, but I mean, and I don't know if I attribute that to them teams being flat or just being a kind of lazy getting up to speed, back up to game, not even game shape. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Do you worry about that at all, or do you just think no defense and all points?
it's really hard to tell. Obviously, we'll be able to really look into it when it gets closer. Uh, yeah, you could get a lot of teams that are just a little bit rusty coming out. In terms of, I feel like they would be more rusty, like they're not as disciplined and they'll not play as good defense, or if they play defense, it's going to be them fouling a bunch. I feel like that
Okay.
would be what you would come back, kind of similar to like the beginning of the season. Remember, actually, it could be like the beginning of the season where we had a big undertrend. Because I remember we had that like
Yeah, we had that
coming
going
into the
for us, so we
season.
were making money on that.
We were. It could go right back to that as well. I really don't know. We'll have to really wait and find out when it comes to it. I feel like it's all situational and see where that's going at. But
Okay.
for
Yeah,
coming
I
out
can
of the
see
All-Star
that.
break, we'll see with that.
A kind of trending, or I shouldn't say trending, but tread lightly going
Hmm.
in, tread lightly coming out. We'll see where those trends take us, and we'll evaluate. Maybe there is another under trend going on. Maybe there's an over because there's just no defense. Um,
See.
I would I would tune in not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday for Shooting Hoops because we'll definitely have that information for you.
Oh yeah.
Let's look around the league though, get some live action going on. Pistons are in the third quarter, about 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. They're losing by 3 points, 77, or actually by one, 77-76. Um, Hawks, Magic, about a minute and a half left in that game. Hawks are up by 20. Pacers, Wizards up. Pacers up by 13
13.
here. Yeah, about 3.5 minutes left.
Garbage.
The Knicks crushing the Nets here by 11 with about 7.5 left in the third.
It was it was a 21-point game at halftime. 16-6 run for the Nets to start it off.
Oh, okay, nice. Bulls are at halftime over the Kings, 65-59. Grizzlies are losing to the Trailblazers,
Yeah.
68-57. I almost read that backwards. Raptors and the Timberwolves are at half. Timberwolves slight edge, up 2 points at the half, and the Spurs and the Thunder are at half, and the Spurs are dominating the Thunder, 73-58. Rockets and the Suns just started. They're tied at 2-2. From what I got, they just started. So, by the look on your face, I know it's not ideal start to the NBA.
No, not particularly. I still think the Thunder is still alive. It's only a 15-point game, so they outscore them by 8 points in the second half. Yeah,
Sean
OKC's
Austin's
not.
concerned.
Yeah, I'm glad we could figure that one out when they're already down 15 at halftime. By the way, the Alabama game went over with 18 seconds left. That is my luck for the night. Cause I had the under in that game. So yeah, no, I Lex, I'm in the same boat. Lots of tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It
We'll see.
happens. Yeah,
North
Earl,
Carolina.
your brother, some guy named Earl Sportsbets, looks just like him, but his name is Nick, says, thanks, Thunder, for reminding why I hate the NBA, right? The NBA I have a love-hate relationship with. Like, some nights I just can't stand it, and I just don't want to be involved. Like, I won't even look at the slate, because I'm like, it's like, I know, like, Tim, you don't have any kids or anything like that, but it's like when you, or maybe maybe it's like your brother. When your brother just pisses you off and you just don't want to look at him, which I know for you might be on a daily basis.
Yeah,
But,
there you go.
but it's like when you're a kid, like you love it, but you're like, sometimes you're like, oh, just leave me the hell alone. And the NBA I had that love-hate relationship with. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it.
Right now, I'm waiting for tomorrow night to be over so that I can get a couple-day break from it.
That's fair.
Me and the NBA we need our space.
And
A little bit rocky in paradise.
sometimes you just spend too much time together and you need a break. You just need a break. Kind of re-energize, get your mind right, a little break, and come out of it swinging. There's only 5 games on tomorrow. I hate to go over them, really, because they're not great games.
Okay.
That Bucks 76ers game could be a good game.
We'll see. Sixers look really bad coming out of going up against the Celtics last time they came out. Probably a look towards them. Honestly, coming off that ugly game, it could be a good situational spot for the Sixers, especially getting them at 6-point dogs.
How do you feel about the Heat and the Hornets? I don't have a line on that yet.
Yeah, I'll pull. I could. There's a website I can look up.
I don't.
I can get it.
I don't know. I can't get like for tomorrow's. I got 2 lines.
Yeah, hold on. I can get you all of them in like 2 seconds.
You do that. I'll go through the comments real quick while you bring all that up.
Yeah.
Lex is all over the place here with some supness. His parlay died, so he's upset about that. Holy cross, Mother of Mary. Won 3 of 7. Well, shoot, that's just yeah. That's why he's on tilt. Nick still hates the NBA, and there's some maker's mark involved. Tomorrow is going to be a 4-leg. And a 7-leg parlay. Boy, the maker's mark hitting you different tonight, aren't they? I have a hate relationship with it. I don't bet a game for a week, and this is what happens.
It's only halftime. It's only halftime.
Yeah, he just, he should not bet the NBA. Yo, what's good, fellas? Just got my lawnmower 4.0. Man, get started with the bottom. Man, what the hell? I need some space from college basketball. I've been taking space from college basketball all year because I'm not gonna lie. I had a really good start last year to college basketball, and I tailed off at the end for whatever reason. I don't know if it's them, me, or I don't know, but that's just how my numbers worked out. So I got into this year being bitter. So I've been treading lightly, kind of capping it, but not really capping it. And now that football's completely over, hockey's coming out of the All-Star break, so I'll still be involved in my hockey as normal, but it's either the NBA or college basketball for me, and I'm probably going to lean college more than not. If I'm going to have 10 bets, 60%, 6 out of 10 of them are going to be in college and 4 will be in basketball. And then I'll have another 10 in the NBA. But first take on tomorrow's games. What do you got on the Heat and the Hornets?
I got the Heat as 4-point favorites with a total of 228. Let me pull up covers to see what I can get for some numbers on these games. Right off the rip, probably leaning towards the Heat. I have a feeling that Charlotte's going to really enjoy this All-Star break. They've looked like crap lately. Not going to sugarcoat that one. They've lost 2 straight and 6 out of their last 9. They've only covered the spread in 2 of those games. It would be a lean towards the Heat. They actually have their players going. Both teams will have most of their players in. Heat's just one of the better teams in the league. They're top 5, I believe, still with covering spreads. Oh, not quite. They're number 6 with covering spreads, almost 57% this year. Then you get Brooklyn and Washington. Both of them are going to be on second legs of back-to-backs. I will probably not be touching that game. Brooklyn will be a 3-point favorite, a total of 219.5. Thank you. If I had to, gun to my head, probably look towards Washington. They've actually, won 3 out of their last 10 compared to Brooklyn, who's won 1 out of their last 12.
Okay, there's a 1-800-GAMBLER game.
Yeah, that's your 1-800-GAMBLER. Do we have the button? Do I have the button here? Hold on.
I don't know.
No, I don't. Nope, I don't.
Okay, we don't have it on here.
Dallas is against New Orleans. Dallas is a 2-point favorite on the road, 217. Probably look towards the under, just because Dallas is a heavy under team. They've gone under, and I don't 5 out of the last 6. Yeah, slightly lean towards the Pelicans because I feel like it's either going to be Dallas or Miami tomorrow. That's going to be your way too obvious. Like everybody's going to be those are
Yeah.
Dallas or Miami are going to be like your two biggest bets tomorrow, in terms of the public, and one of them's going to lose by like 20. I have a feeling that New Orleans would be able to win at home against Dallas. It'd probably lean towards that, but I'm probably going to bet the under in that game. I already mentioned Philadelphia and Milwaukee. Kind of like Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Milwaukee it has not covered in 3 straight games. Granted, 2 of them they were 11.5 and 14-point favorites. Um, but I feel like this could be a good spot for Philadelphia to bounce back after. I think that's the second worst loss margin this year in the NBA.
That
Then
was
when they
terrible.
lost by 48 points to the Boston Celtics. I think the only game that was bigger was when Memphis played OKC and beat them by like 67 or whatever it was. That one was ridiculous. Um, but I think this could be a good bounce back spot for them because they did look. Because before that, they won 2 straight and 3 out of 4. Their only loss was against Phoenix, so they were looking good going into that game. I really was hyping up Boston that game. I just didn't bet it. I wish I did, but it happens. And
Okay.
then Clippers and Rockets. I'm staying as far away from as I
I don't
can.
want nothing to do with that.
Clippers are 10-point favorites, total of 229.5. I'm staying as far away from that game as I can. Not really have any interest to me for that one.
I'll be honest with you. This as you just went through that. If I had to pick, like just you made me pick on this slate, I would take the Mavs and the Pelicans under, and I would take the Sixers plus the points.
Yeah,
Other than
that's
that,
probably
let's
those
try.
two,
Like that's
those
as
two,
light as
and
I'm gonna
then
get.
I'll probably only have those two as my plays tomorrow.
There you go.
That's probably all I have. I might add Miami, but I probably will not add it.
It's iffy.
Two play,
Like
two
I want
plays to
to.
end the night, and end the first half, and I'll be all right with that.
Fair enough. I don't hate that either. Um, that's pretty much all we got here. We're gonna tread a little lightly, going through a few things. I'm gonna head over to the chat, say hi. Here we go. We got Josh. When I said they needed to Sienna beat Iona when they said they needed to. Okay. And then the Mavs are on a back to back. Lex is saying a bunch of stuff in the chat.
Yeah.
So there's that. But that's all we really got for Shootin' Hoops. I don't have anything else. Tell us what you got going on over at Earl Sports Bets.
Well, we're trying to win some games. I know tonight's not the night for backing us. But yeah, we got our package, 7-day package up. Hopefully a bounce back day tomorrow. I don't think it could be much worse than today. We'll have you guys know the 2 NBA plays I'll have up on the site, but most of the time the NBA plays I kind of talk about during the show anyway,
Right.
during 2 different shows. So I just throw them up on the site so that we can get a record for it. Nick's got his hockey, but same deal. He kind of talks about those during the show. College basketball is where it's at. We've
Yeah, you
been
guys are
normally pretty
crushing it
good
over
this
there.
year. We were up 60 units. I'm pretty sure it's going to drop into the 50s after this one, but
It's still a hell
we're
of a
still
record.
profitable this year. So hopefully we can keep on rolling. And I know the bracket's coming up in about end of the month. They probably will start up soon. So
Yep.
excited for about a month. So that should be good.
Sounds good. Don't forget, guys, to visit our friends above Tim, BetMGM. Don't forget to visit them over there. We got a pretty sweet promo going on. If you haven't signed up already with BetMGM, in particular the states that they are in, sign up, first-time bettors, with them. The promo for the NBA All-Star Weekend is $1,000 risk-free wager. So if you haven't taken advantage over there at BetMGM, you definitely need to. Josh got a question about Rockets versus the Suns live. Who takes it?
I have the over, and that's one thing that actually looks halfway okay right now. But it's 6 minutes into the game. I'm ready for that to actually tank and not go. So,
So
hey, if anything, I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing the Rockets plus 16.5 right now. Because the big thing was, how are they going to come out? And the fact that they're tied 15-15 right now and they're not down 20 already, I think that's a good sign for the Rockets.
That's a very good sign.
So lean towards the Rockets plus 16.5. I do not think by any stretch of the imagination that the Rockets win this game. But I mean, if you do, plus 1,300. Just saying. But I'm not betting that. That's stupid.
Just like a sprinkle.
$5? No, I'm not. No, I need all the money I can get in my account so I can bet the games tomorrow.
There you go. That's fair.
But yeah, no. Maybe lean that way. I just have the over in that game.
Fair enough. All right, guys, don't forget to check out BetMGM, our friends over there, and me, Nick, and Tim tomorrow during Game Time Decision, 6 o'clock Pacific time, or 6 o'clock Eastern time.
I will say, if anybody wants to know the states that it's legal in, because I know you get this question all the time, Arizona, Mississippi, Colorado, Nevada, Virginia, Florida, Jersey, D.C., Indiana, New York, West Virginia, Iowa, Ohio, Wyoming, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Tennessee. Those are your states that it's legal on. Those are the states that it's available on. So if you guys are trying to get over to BetMGM, that's where it's legal. I'm still waiting for it in North Carolina. So unfortunately, awesome. I can't jump on it, and I don't feel like driving an hour and a half.
When I first got it, I will admit I was a little flustered with it because I just wasn't used to it. You know, I'm almost 50 years old, so technology hates me. But the more I've used it, and the more it's become user friendly. So I will say that I wish I could do more Olympic stuff on it. But there's that. But don't forget to check out our friends over at BetMGM. Other than that, we will see you guys in 2 weeks back here shooting hoops Wednesday. What is 2 weeks from today? I don't know. You guys do the math.
30th.
We'll be back. It's not the 30th. It's February.
Okay, then March 1st.
March 1st. We'll be back in 2 weeks, Wednesday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. All your NBA talk. I'm Detroit Lenny. That's Tim Earl. We're out of here, folks. Good luck.
See you.